Hey guys, I'm back. I wanted to throw my 2 cents in out there because I see in the comment sections of this vlog thing that some of you are really in the middle of the shit, and I want to do whatever I can to help you. So let's go to it, and I'll probably repeat some things. But I think the most important overarching thing here is to replace the space, fill the space, because if you do not do that, you're going to be in the mud, and all this crap that's going on in your head is just going to multiply and become more stagnant and impact you in every way you don't want to be impacted. So when I talk about these things that do good things for me, and I think they'll help you, and they fill the space for me, think of them, one, as a jacket you try on. If I mention a book or a vlog, then you give it a shot. It doesn't work, forget it. Move on. The second thing is, and I think this is a very important distinction, you can learn and you can change from what you hear out there. Maybe you read a book, listen to a podcast, see a movie, talk to a friend, hear a speech. But really what you're trying to do is change the narrative in your mind with questions. So if something doesn't work for you, somebody else is offering, the subtext of that is, well, what does work for you? So someone might say, go back to school and get a degree you wanted to do in engineering or in, origami or whatever the hell is you want to do. And that doesn't feel like it's calling to you, but it will stir up something to push you into asking yourself what might work for you. Okay, so enough blabbing. It's been a long few days, but fun. Okay, so let's see. I think overall I'll start with this. So I'm a fan of, as you know, probably artist pads because it's blank. Everything's a blank slate for you. I get one of these, and literally a few months ago I wrote, I don't want to do it because I don't want to dictate what you should do, but to me it seems like health, well-being, and relationship would be in there too. So I write that up there as my column. Finances, circle that, boom. And then over here, career, which is my world is film, as you know. Now, I look at these every day, not like a crazy structured thing, but I see them each day, and it's about the subtext of the questions. Even if you don't have it filled out, or one or two things, it still asks you, what can you do each day in these areas? And this is important, bro, because you need clarity. The enemy isn't always, you're not trying hard enough or committed enough. It's that you don't have clarity. And this is, I believe, gives that to you. So it seems to me health and finances and, career, these are pretty broad categories that cover a lot. Now, you may add some more, do as you like. The point is, you want to look at this each day and challenge yourself to do something in each one. Even if it's, fitness over here and you do 3 push-ups, that's good. A big one for me was social, not being isolated. Girls, dating, maybe too early for you, but meeting other people. And that's kind of, this stuff started to happen, man, because I think I was focusing my mind. Now, the money income part, not done so well, but I'm hopeful, okay? Well, I'm not hopeful. I'm doing what I can. So that piece I want to come on a little faster, but whatever. So, try that. Write that down. Frick, it can't hurt, It can't hurt. Anything's better than this kind of thing, and you have to take hold. The winds that are pushing you around, you have to steady yourself, and the way to do that is the anchor, which is action-oriented things like breaking out those categories and addressing them. What would be the most important thing you could do in each one? And do one thing in each day. That's all. 3 push-ups. Go to an exercise class. relationship friends, call an old friend, go to a reunion or something. I did that this weekend. It was so great to see everybody. Career, whatever it may be, take a step. Don't try to change the world, just a little bit in each one. Also, he talked about this a little more, but you want to surround yourself with other input and people that you choose, not only among your friends and mentors maybe, but books and music and film and that kind of thing. For me, what that looks like, the books I look at are, books on Lincoln, Churchill, Grant, Steve Jobs, or, Harriet Tubman, or whatever is your thing, man. Because you want to, again, it's not about comparing, oh, she did it or he did it, I should be able to do it. It just changes the narrative. Like Grant, I just read a book about General Grant. That guy went through serious shit, man. And does it ever work to say eat your food because the people in Somalia or wherever are starving? It doesn't always work, but what it does is the questions start popping up and they challenge you, and these questions come out of you that challenge you, and that's really what it's about. And then radio and podcasts. I was listening to this guy, Olstein. He's a preacher dude. I have no affiliation with religion. I don't even believe, pretty much, We won't get into that. But I just substitute what he says about God with universe or opportunity. Now, if you're religious, that's great. Go with it. I think religion's terrific, if that's your thing. But he would say, God didn't make us to be unhappy. God's work is done through happiness because we can relate to other people and, be an attraction of positive energy, not go in the room and everything's, deadpanned and depressing. You've known people like that. Now, to me, personally, he says God, I just say life, universe, because it's the same principle. I don't think you need, per se, God doing that. I think happiness and love and all that stuff is attracted to that same energy. When you walk in the room, how's your energy? There's somebody who has a theory that if you do these victory poses, you might have heard of this, it brings you confidence. Try it. Why not? Anything's better than this, Every day above the earth, walking on the earth is a good day. Tim Ferriss, podcast. Ferriss, Tim, Ferris. Love this guy. He's really delves into efficiency, 4-hour work week, that kind of stuff. He's always looking at these elements and will really help you break down some issues in life that may have changed. Everything from, what I mean is habit and lifestyle, both in here and out, like getting efficiency going in your life. Just listen to it, Tim Ferriss. You'll understand what I'm saying. My friend Dan Galprin, the Manpower Project, that's a very good program he's got. I've done a few of the landmark forum things. There's always a debate about whether it's a culty type thing. But again, if you're confident about who you are, these places bring up questions. Now, I don't know what they're like now the last couple of years, but I liked how when I did the forum, they were ballsy. And they would say, well, what are you going to do about it? Your life. You're blaming this, and this person, and this thing. Well, what's the constant there? They're all mean. Think again. What's the constant? I'm, being taken advantage of. Well, the constant is you. It's you, man. You're the constant. You're in the pattern. The job, it's you. The relationship, it's you. All this other stuff, it's you, right? So I like that. The other stuff I can't speak to, and let's just leave it there. I'm not a shill for anybody. I'm just throwing things out there for you to pick from. But I just want to say I'm here for you. I understand what you're going through, and it can be a fight every day. But the biggest change for me has, I think, just trusting the subconscious in a way and not trying to take on too much at one time. What is important to you? Health, mental health, which would be relationship, friends, health obviously is working out, that kind of thing, eating right if you can, within your business and that kind of thing. And I didn't think of this before, but as I talk about it, I think patterns, if you become a detective and look for patterns through your life, in your job, in your friendships, are you the one overbearing and aggressive? Are you the one sitting back and taking things, and you find yourself in that? Try to find patterns in your life. Some might be good. You're somebody who steps up and volunteers, takes leadership, takes risks. And again, you didn't hear me mention her or him once, because this ain't got nothing to do with them. They can push your buttons, but in the end, it's you. You respond to those buttons. So this became a little self-helpy, motivational talk, but I think somebody out there can benefit from it, because I've been reading some of the stuff there, and that's why, because it all comes back to you, the power. And if we're sitting there bitching and moaning about her, who the hell wants to do that? You're more than that. You're better than that. Better than that. Rocky. All right, fellas and ladies. I hope that was of help. And we'll talk again soon. Keep going, This is your life. Every step above ground is a good step. Don't take it for granted. Surround yourself with things that will, counter this garbage that's going around in circles, and will get you living the life you want to be, because only the life you want to live, because only you can do that. Okay, talk to you soon, y'all. Take care.